To see that, though.
Today's Pioneer Press, who's the best quarterback in the NFC North? The choices are Aaron Rodgers, T-Jack, Kyle Orton, or John Kitna. And Kitna certainly is the veteran of the bunch. And that's something, the best quarterback in the NFC North, John Kitna.
Well, my whole thing, Kenny, is there's 32 teams in the league. How can we have such few good quarterbacks? There's 350 million people in this country, give or take 20 million. And this is, all you can find are 10 good quarterbacks? I mean 10 good ones.
Yeah, 10 cream of the crop, yeah.
Well, you know, and...
Interesting.
And this is, you know, I mean, that's what makes the position so unique. I mean, you got your Marinos, you got your Favres, you got your Montanas. Boy, I guess when you have one, you better hold on to them.
Interesting.
Packers, you should have held on to them. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just...
Thank God that stuff's over.
Oh, yeah, I hear you. But nonetheless, it's...
Season opener, well, yeah, we'll see. Season opener for the Vikings, Monday night on
at Lambeau Field.
ESPN. Monday night, ESPN at 6 p.m. on
because
September
there's
8th.
A game.
Doubleheader that night. Vikings preseason game number 3 this Saturday versus the Steelers. Saturday night at the Metrodome, 7 o'clock. That game's going to be on CBS and 560 The Fan.
You know, I just wouldn't want to live on the East Coast. The West Coast, you get those games so early. My brother Kevin lives out in Baltimore. He never gets to watch, you know, Monday night games.
Yeah, yeah.
He says, you know,
or any baseball game.
Well, he said when he went to the Vikings Redskins game, the first game of ESPN in the history of, you know, remember that the first Monday night game on ESPN, it was the Vikings and the Redskins.
Oh, really?
Kevin had tickets to it. We talked about it on the show. He goes, the game starts at 9 o'clock. He goes, John, by the time I was walking out the doors, it was 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and if you're watching from Newfoundland, it's 3:30.
There you go. So, you know, but what do you think overall about the Vikings watching it? I thought the O-line, you know,
it's so hard to really gauge and grasp things because they're doing things that...
they're running through the motions. Yeah, I know what you're saying. But I thought overall, I thought there's a lot of fluidity in what they're doing. Yeah, you don't want to lose your quarterback too soon.
The Star Tribune, Judd Zulgad, writes about Jackson. This is the second time he's injured his right knee since being drafted in 2006. He injured his knee in practice as a rookie and underwent arthroscopic surgery to repair a torn meniscus. So, you know, he's re-aggravated that knee. Gus Frerotte replaced Jackson, completed 9 passes, 69 yards and a touchdown. Gus Frerotte, 37 years old. Despite not playing in a West Coast offense since 2001 in Denver, he appears to have a firm understanding of Childress's version. Coach went on to say, I don't think he's struggling with that at all, learning the system. So the first roster cuts will be August 26th, 3 days after the Vikings preseason game against Pittsburgh. That will get the roster from 80 to 75 players, and then the final cut to 53 players will be August 30th. How many players did they have back in the day? 40.
I thought it was 45.
Well, I mean, it probably, you know, progressed up to, now, 53 now. But back in the day when Joel Kapp was playing...
It was a 40-man roster?
It was a 40-man roster because the slogan for the team that season was 60 minutes. Or no, 40 for 60. All 40 guys.
Okay, I got you.
60, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
40 for 60.
See, I remember 45 and... So, but, you know, you need these players, Kenny. The whole game is different now, you know.
Well, we lost a real good player on special teams, Heath Farwell. And like you were saying, the kind of, you know, he's not the star player.
He's not the star, but
you know, he doesn't get the sack on the quarterback or nothing, but he's a key player out for the season.
Always, you know, played every linebacker position, you know, back up, but could play anyone. Chris Walsh of special teams, you know, I mean, even though they're different in body types, but...
Former number 81 Chris Walsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fly down the field on special teams, you know?
Yeah.
How many times you hear tackle Chris Walsh?
Yeah.
This was what this Farwell was doing. So, you know, I mean,